Welcome back to episode 4 of the West Brom Let's Play. Now, as you know, last time we had that amazing comeback against Arsenal to win 3-2. However, things haven't looked good since then. We did play Chelsea. We went 2 goals up. Johnny Evans in the 8th minute, Claudio Jakob in the 15th minute. So 15 minutes in away at Stamford Bridge, we were 2-0 up. All the way to the 64th minute. Still 2-0 up. Didn't really change a lot. Rondon not really performing very well. Livermore got a little injury. And as you can see by the stats at the bottom, 6 shots from us, but 24 from Chelsea. They really came out in the second half and gave it to us. Front 3 there of Willian, Hazard and Morata. All basically averaging 9s there. And yeah, 6 minutes and we were 3-2 down. I didn't even see the actual second goal go in. I thought it was 2-2. Found out it was 3-2. That's how much attention I was paying because I thought we were cruising. But I mean, it's one of those. It's Chelsea, top of the league. They are a really, really good team, and it's probably to be expected. However, moving on to the next game against West Ham, a 2-1 loss. Andre scored an absolutely fantastic goal. I will show you this because it's absolutely fantastic. So he picked up the ball on the edge of the area and just rifled it into the top corner. Unstoppable from him. Luckily, unfortunately, we couldn't actually do anything about that. Jose Fonte's goal we could have done something about though. And I mean, Jay Rodriguez did get a consolation when we went on overload and we really, really pushed. Dembele should have scored, missed. And Rondon again didn't really perform in that game. So 2 losses in a row, and coming into this game against QPR now in the Cup, we really need to win. So hopefully these 2 games against QPR and Burnley, we can start winning and get that winning momentum back. As you can see there, not a lot of big teams after Tottenham and Man United. We have Everton, Watford, Leicester, Swansea, Palace, Newcastle, Stoke and Bournemouth before we play Liverpool. Which means going up into Christmas, we should hopefully put together quite a good run and try and reach that Europa League spot that we're aiming for. Anyway, here's the lineup for the match. The lineup for today's game then. Starting in goal, number 1, as usual, Ben Foster. The back 4 then looks like this. Alumnian on the right. Evans in the middle with Christian Bielik making his debut. Josh Brennett starts at left back. Moussa Marega on the right hand side with Greg in the middle and Matt Phillips on the left. And Moussa Dembele and Solomon Rondon are up front. Substitutes bench for today then. Boaz Myhill, Kieran Gibbs, Hegazi and Livermore. Claudio Jakob, Guilherme and Jay Rodriguez. So then, I know this is the 4th round of the Cup, but a slightly rotated side to play QPR. Christian Bielik makes his debut at the back. Josh Brennett comes in at left back as Kieran Gibbs is on 1 yellow card away from suspension in this competition. Matt Phillips on the left. Marega is playing as a wide target man out on that right. And Rondon and Dembele up front with Barry and Greg in the middle. Just a little bit of rotation for that there. We're going to be quite aggressive actually, and we're going to fully, I mean, it said we should end our poor form here. Didn't go down too well. Not sure how that's going to work. But we should be pretty dominant in this game. Not really keeping the ball that much, but Phillips with the ball in to Rondon. Does go out to Marega. Marega with the ball inside to Phillips, who brings it inside. Greg Phillips and 1-0. Lovely goal by Matt Phillips. Against his former team. Forgot that he played for QPR, but yeah. It's good to see sort of a few new players in the side after a losing streak of 2 games, just to see what we could rotate, what we can change. People who performed today will probably get the chance to play in the next game. My management style is very much keep it quite standard, work out how the teams play and how we play and try and match that. But if people perform, I mean, Matt Phillips is starting the next game, isn't he? Second goal of the game. Yeah, it's definitely starting the next game. Like I said, if people perform, they're going to get in the team. That's the best way that you, or in my opinion, you can manage. If people are on form, you put them in the team. It's very rare that you have 11 players on form at one time. So when players are playing well, you want to take advantage of that, and then to have the rotation options as well. So what I'm probably looking at here is Guilherme will come out of the side next match with Phillips in on the right, Chadley back on the left, and we'll sort of go with what we started with. We've been playing okay with the inside forwards, but I think having Phillips as that winger is giving us something different. I know QPR aren't the best team, but after the performance against West Ham and the collapse against Chelsea, we need something different. Phillips did come on in that game, but he had 20 minutes to perform. Didn't really do too much, but hopefully if we start him next game and he performs like this, we should, well... Oh, I don't know if I should talk about players anymore. Every time I seem to, they get injured. So looks like Guilherme is coming into the side. He is gonna. Can he play as a wide target man on that? He can't. Marega. Guilherme is gonna play on that side as a winger. He's going to have to... We're okay. We're only playing QPR. We're doing well. I really hope that's not a bad injury for Phillips, though. Because that was the one positive that we were getting out of this game. Told them not to be complacent, but I'm not sure what is going to be the outcome here. That's really a sort of kick, that. You know? You've sort of few rotations. You think you've got a player that's on form. I was speaking about him for ages, and then he goes and gets injured. Not his fault, but yeah. We should probably stop talking about what we're gonna do in the next game during a game. I don't think it's the best thing, but quite a quiet half this half. No real highlights coming up. We will bring. In fact, we're just gonna bring Livermore on in the centre, I think, as a box-to-box midfielder, and we will bring on. We will bring on Kieran Gibbs. I know he's on that yellow card, but I'm not going to say it actually, because if he does, then he's suspended for the next game. But hopefully he doesn't get a yellow card in this game. Doesn't look like a lot's going to really happen towards the end of the match. It looks like it's going to trickle out, to be honest. I'll take a 2-0 win. Takes us through to the quarter-final. I'd say a comfortable win. Greg looking very good in the middle, actually. Rondon's played well today, so that might give him his form back that he was missing. As we say, that QPR are attacking. Guilherme's won the ball back. Lovely ball up to Rondon. Plays the ball to Dembele, who's on his own here. Lost the ball. And are QPR going to attack here? That's the question. As they come forward with the ball. Through ball out wide. They play it back inside. They're playing nice football here. I don't know what we did there, but Marega with a lovely ball up to Dembele. Dembele's through on goal. Dembele 3-0. Game over. Well, Marega with a lovely ball, so maybe he can play on the right next game. I mean, he's performed quite well on that right side as a wide target man. Gives us another option as well going forward with Rondon and him being both tall. Marega's got the pace though, so he can play on the wing as well. So maybe that's his future role. Things to consider, as long as he doesn't get injured, of course. as Rondon comes through Dembele and the whistle goes. 3-1. We missed the goal. When did that go in? I do not remember seeing them score a goal. But it doesn't matter. We won the game. I'm pleased with the performance. Apart from that goal that I didn't see. I think they snuck that in. But I'm very happy with that. We are through to the 4th round of the Cup then. And 6 to 7 weeks for Matt Phillips. I think we'll use the club doctor. We're going to save ourselves some money. We don't need to send him to a specialist. Bielik made his debut there. Didn't really do too much. Wasn't really a lot to do, to be honest, apart from that goal that I said we didn't see. So the quarter-final draw for the Carabao Cup. Some of the teams left in then. Only really Man United and Man City that I'd class as big teams that are left in there. West Ham obviously have shown they can beat us, but Bolton or Sheffield Wednesday, or even Stoke or Swansea are the teams that we're really looking for in this quarter-final. As West Ham come out first and they play Man United. That's one big team knocked off already. West Brom come out second. And Stoke, I mean, I'll take that draw. Sheffield Wednesday, Bolton, which means there is going to be a championship club in the semi-finals. And Manchester City against Swansea. So, you can see there we are going to play Stoke in the quarter-final on Wednesday the 20th of December. Not anytime soon then, which means we can build up a good sort of run in the league. And I mean, Stoke have been in good form since then. Hopefully when we play them, they're not in good form, and we are. The confirmed lineup for today's game then. Ben Foster starts in goal, as usual. The back four is made up of Alan Neum on the right, Johnny Evans and Bielik in the middle, and Kieran Gibbs out on that left-hand side. Marega on the right with Chadley on the left. Livermore and Jakob have a central midfield partnership, and Dembele partners Rondon again up front. Substitutes for today then. Boaz Myhill, Josh Brennett, Ahmed Agazi and Oliver Burke. Greg Guilherme and Jay Rodriguez make up the rest of the bench. So then going into this game against Burnley, we start with Marega back out on the right as that wide target man. And Chadley on the left with the same midfield of Livermore and Jakob. Bielik keeps his place in the side with Hegazi on the bench. And I think we're going to go a little bit more assertive, pick up where you left off last time. I know that Dawson's been playing well. I just feel like Bielik played okay in the last game. Could do with building up his match fitness a tiny bit. And also, I don't want his development to sort of hinder. We did pay a lot of money for him, so I would like him to, now he's fit, come back into the starting lineup and actually sort of play a few games. We may drop Hegazi off the bench and put Dawson back in the lineup, but it's just something that we'll have to see in the future. You can see them, not really a lot going on in this game. We are going to get a little bit more attacking against Burnley in the hope that we can score a goal here. Does look like it's going to be a bit of a highlightless half though. Run up to 35 minutes, still not a single highlight, only 3 shots in the whole game. I mean, West Brom against Burnley, probably to be expected. However, I mean, we do have a highlight now. Marega to Evans, back out to Marega. Lovely ball in. Say a lovely ball in, didn't actually go in, and now Burnley are on the counter-attack. Neum misses the tackle there. And us going attacking has really cost us there. We're just not performing in the Premier League in the big games when we need to. We are going to make a few changes at half-time though. So what's going to happen is if we just paused there. I'm going to get very aggressive. And I think we are actually going to make 2 changes. So, Livermore's going to be a box-to-box midfielder, with Greg coming in as the ball-winning midfielder. I also think Will Hermé out on that side as a winger. Bring him in. And we're going to make a little bit of adjustment here. Close down a little bit more, retain a bit of possession, pump the ball into the box, hit the early crosses, exploit the flanks as well. I think that should be what we go for in the second half. Come out at them and try and see if we can get that all-important goal to get us back on track. Burnley, not that good of a team, actually. If we just look at the league table here, when we get back into pitch, which doesn't seem like it's going to be likely. Look at the league table here. So Burnley have actually overtook us now, and we are dropping down the table slowly to 13th. Not something that is ideal. As Chris Wood goes through on goal and scores. Right. So now we're going to have to go on to overload, I think, and we're going to have to push forward. We just haven't done anything today. Maraga's looking lost on that right-hand side. And I do think we're going to bring Oliver Burke on there and play him as a winger. I think that's what we need. We need crosses into the box for Rondon to get his head on. We are actually going to go a little bit more direct as well. So we're going to stop running at defence, a little bit more direct, and just pump the ball into the box. Take more risks, and we're going to go higher tempo. As Dembele comes forward, straight into the keeper's hands, and it's not very impressive. I must say, Burnley, 4 shots, 3 on target, 2 goals, very clinical. It does say something about our defending, though. Pretty awful. As Greg picks up a yellow card in the middle. The reason I took Jakub off was because he was on a yellow card, and now Greg's picked up the yellow card in the same position. Awful defending again by, is that Bielik? Or Johnny Evans? Yeah, I think we've missed Dawson this game. I think Bielik probably not ready to start in the Premier League. As Greg gets hold of the ball, is he going to play it out right? He is with Neon. Nice ball in, but no one was there to collect it. As Naki Wells plays it to Chris Wood. Johnny Evans, lovely ball up. Rondon. Was he offside? No. And he's missed the complete sitter there. But I think it was an offside. Mike Dean gave a free kick. As Foster kicks the ball up. And Naki Wells goes through. It's 3-0. It's not 3-0. Jump the gun there a little bit, but we're not. I don't know what we're doing. Dembele comes forward, gives the ball to Rondon. Rondon's through. Rondon's not scored. And again, I mean, we're not struggling to score goals. This will be the first game in a long time that we haven't actually scored a goal if we don't score a goal by the end of the match. But we're struggling to contain teams. That's the trouble. As the ball goes over, Chris Wood through on goal. Great tackle by Johnny Evans. Nyam up to Burke now. Burke, can he run forward with his pace? As Rondon plays the ball over the top to Dembele, who misses. A big chance there that he should have scored. You pay 80 million for a striker. Chances like that, you expect him to stick it in the back of the net, to be honest. I think Matt Phillips would have been a good player today for us. But he gave us some pace up the right with some good crosses going into the box. There goes Oliver Burke, and Rondon not got the pace up front. Well, Hermé back in. Rondon's there. Rondon with a great goal. And we have scored again. Good goal, but I mean, it's too late again. We score always in the last minutes of the game, but it's too late. Lovely goal. Good pass by Guilherme, and Rondon was there to put it in the back of the net, but still time, I think. As Gibbs gets the ball. Dembele's on the run through, over the top. Dembele's there. Dembele's missed again. £18 million. And he misses every sitter as Jack Cork goes through. Foster now, if he can kick the ball long. Rondon hopefully can knock it down. As Niam's through on this right side, puts the ball in. Unfortunately too close to the goalkeeper. And Heaton is just going to wait a little bit of time now. Kicks the ball up. Do get the ball back, but Burnley win it back straight away. We give the ball back to Foster, who seems to be taking his time, considering we're losing. As the ball goes up, Dembele's not making that run there. He's having an awful game again. I think changes are needed in the next game up front. Rondon seems to have found his form again, but, I mean, Dembele, as we say this, Dembele's in and he scores. Well, I mean, 2-2. I'm happy, but we shouldn't have got to that stage in the first place. We are going to get a little bit more defensive now, and I know it's like the last kick of the game, but I'm not losing this point. It's a much needed point after those two losses. And hopefully Burnley don't score from this. Kieran Gibbs plays it back to Foster, who puts it upfield, and it is over. Dembele, I mean, he did score at the end, but should he have scored more than one in that game? I think so. I'm going to say they did brilliantly to come back to boost the morale a little bit, as it is dropping after we lost those last two games. Right, for Spurs coming up next, that point will be very important. It does take us 5 clear of the relegation zone. It also means we're 5 away from Europa League. Coming up to 10 games played, then it looks like we're sitting around mid-table. However, we have played some of the big teams, and we have played well. We're just on a bit of a tricky form at the moment, and hopefully we should get back to winning ways soon enough. Anyway, next time out, I think we're going to play possibly Everton and Watford. I think if we play Everton and play Watford, it's 2 away days. I'm hoping we may get a win out of those. I don't want to go through the same scenario of actually losing loads of games in an episode, so I'm trying to pick the games where we have a chance of actually winning at least one. So, I mean, Everton-Watford, 18th and 19th, looks like it could be a good episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this, please leave a like. Leave your comments and suggestions down below of what you think we should do when we go on a bad run of form. Any players you think we should sign in the transfer window, or positions you think we should improve, or any sort of formations you think we should use, leave them down below. Until next time, thank you for watching.